In this video tutorial, I'm going to explain to you how you can use your iPad to make video tutorials very easily, very quickly, and without the need of any additional equipment such as microphones or so on. All you need is one of the many programs which are designed to make video tutorials, one of which I've got here for you. It's called Explain Everything. It can be downloaded at a cost of £1.99. It's the one I've been using, so it's the one I'm going to tell you about. But as you can see, there's one here, there's another one here, there's another one here, and so on. Now, I don't know anything about the others, except that I haven't used them. And I'm sure they work pretty much the same way as Explain Everything. So let's have a look at how you would use Explain Everything if you had downloaded it for £1.99 and had it on your iPad. Now this is what you would see when you open up your Explain Everything app. In my case, I've already got quite a few video tutorials here which I've made, but if you were starting out, there'd be nothing here, and you'd go up to this cross up the top, and you'd click on it to allow you to start making your own video tutorial. Now you get to choose your colour scheme, and I have simply chosen black here, but having chosen your colour scheme, then your screen will look like this, and this is where you start making your video tutorial. Now on the left hand side you've got a few options here. The top option works like a mouse and allows you to move things around the screen. Then you've got this one here which allows you to put extra slides in, so you can have different pictures and different documents. Then you've got this one which you choose if you want to write all over your whiteboard. This one here allows you to introduce shapes and things. You can put all sorts of different kinds of shapes. This one here, of course, allows you to type in words. This one here allows you to introduce documents or video files or music files or any kind of media at all. Then you've got the rubber here to rub out anything you don't want. And this is the one here that I'm using right now. It's the pointer function. This one here allows us to do things like fix the position of a particular media item, but of course you can experiment that on your own when you have some time. This one here allows you to undo an action. Then you've got this one which is quite good. You can actually use your fingers to expand the screen to allow you to zoom in. This one here simply allows you to remove some of these icons here to make it easier to work with. Then you've got your colour scheme that you can choose for your pen. You've got here the little gadget which allows you to look at the slides you've made, and if you tap on them you can actually rearrange the order and so on. Here you've got your recording control, so that takes you back to the beginning. Pressing that starts the recording process. That allows you to play back, and that will take you to the end. Then you've got the counter there, so you can see how your recording's going, and you can even mute your microphone if you want. Then finally you've got the options here which allow you to export your final product to a site such as Dropbox. Now once you've made your presentation, it actually of course looks like this, a blank screen. You're not going to see all those icons that I've just shown you, but I just want to take you back to that Dropbox that I mentioned, and I'm also going to show you at the same time how you would use this as a whiteboard. So I'm going to write here Dropbox. Now for those of you who are not familiar with Dropbox, it's an online storage area where you can register for free and you can upload anything you like, videos, PDFs, Word documents and so on, anything at all, and you can access those documents and files wherever you have a connection to the internet. So you can be working at home, you can upload onto Dropbox, and then you can download from the internet to the school system, for example. Now, because an iPad doesn't directly link to the computer systems either at home or at school, you have to use a facility such as Dropbox to actually upload your completed video tutorial from your Explain Everything application, and then you can download it at school and attach it to emails or whatever, just as I've done with this video tutorial. You can also import it into Camtasia, which you should all know is our editing application that we've got on all the school system, and which you could even download yourself onto your own home computer, and that will allow you to do more fancy stuff, but it's not necessary. In this video tutorial, I won't edit in any way whatsoever. Now I'm just going to show you how you would insert an object, for example, a PDF file or a PowerPoint that you've made, or a video that you've taken, or even a picture that you've taken with your iPad. Okay, so I've just clicked on my little pointer icon. That's just to show you this one there. So I've got my pointer, and I'm going to now show you this icon, which allows you to import your media or an object. So you can either choose a photo or a video that you've got on your iPad. You can go and get it from a file which you may have in Dropbox, but there are other options. Once you have the application, you'll see which other options there are. But basically, it's a good idea to store all your material on Dropbox and download it from there. You can open a new browser, so you can get stuff from the internet. You can get a new picture, which you can take with your iPad. So you can simply take a picture and straight away it will be in Explain Everything. You can use this for a new video, so you can use your iPad to do a little bit of videoing, and that will go straight in here onto Explain Everything. And you can insert a little tune that you might have saved in iTunes or somewhere else on your system, which you've uploaded into Dropbox. So these are all the options, and I'm now going to show you what it looks like having inserted an object. In my case, it's going to be a PDF file from the workbook that my students use to learn Japanese. I have now moved to the next slide in this presentation, and here you can see the PDF file has been inserted into my Explain Everything video tutorial. Now I've clicked on the pointer, so if I wanted to talk to my students, I could say, oh, look at that, my favourite thing, how interesting. I could also stop the recording, and I could change so that I can write stuff all over this, so I'm going to do that. I've now selected the pen option, and so I'm going to highlight things and underline things and scribble all over things and draw pictures. So I've now done all that, and I'm happy. I'm going to show you one last thing in this whistle stop tour, and that is a marvellous little feature which you can see down the bottom here, which is this timer. It actually times as you're taping, but if you hold your finger down for a couple of seconds, then you will see this. Now this bar along here actually pops up once you put your finger on the timer down here for a couple of seconds, and it actually shows you the recording that you've been making, and you can actually drag that to the right. I can't do it on this because it's actually a screenshot, it's not the real thing, but if you drag it to the right like this, it's not happening, but if you were to do that, then the red line would be relatively earlier on in your recording, and then you can just stop your recording, start again, and it will erase all the bit that you don't want and record over the top of it. So you can basically do your editing as you go along. To finish off, I'm going to mention these 4 icons down the bottom one more time, and these are how you're going to save your video tutorial. The key one will be this one here, which allows you to save it as a video, to export it, and to save it in your Dropbox account so that you can download it at school. And this home one there, which will allow you to save your work and also to name it and to go back to your main page.